Hey, kia ora, Helen Brumsey, coming to you live from Sun City in Arizona. No, I'm not in Sun City. I'm in Surprise, Arizona. Well, you got over 2 years of programming that said Sun City, so it'll take a bit. But welcome to Before the Dirt Nap podcast number 1420. It is Winning Wednesday today. I hope you've had a super fantastic sparkling Winning Wednesday. And what are your wins for this week? I got some really cool ones. I don't know if you can see behind me over this shoulder here, but my table has a leg. Look, it actually has both legs on there. I just have to figure out how to flip it over. I do realize that I'm going to have to move like the boxes over my left shoulder here. Those boxes and that black bookcase are going to have to move out of the way to give me room to flip it over. And then I was like trying to drag it it's on a piece of rug at the moment. I was trying to drag it across the rug so I could get in on this side of it to screw the legs down. And thought, yeah, that's a little on the heavy side. Wonder how I'm going to get this flipped over. So it is going to be an adventure and something to work out and figure out. And yeah, that'll be a very interesting adventure. So I got the legs on the table. That's one of my wins this week. And yesterday morning, I was super, super excited because I was sort of like, what do I feel like for breakfast? I thought, hang on, we've unpacked the pots and pans. Yes, we'd unpacked the pots and pans and got them all cleaned and put away. And I thought, I feel like cooking eggs today. I'm going to cook eggs for breakfast. So I had eggs for breakfast yesterday. I was so excited. I can't remember the last time I cooked myself scrambled eggs for breakfast. And Zeffie got some in her little bowl as well, and she really wolfed those down. And this morning we got scrambled eggs again, but this time I cooked up some toast to go with it. And I'm like, when was the last time I used a toaster? So there were all these like first things that I hadn't done in a while because I think I left the house on April 30th of 2019, but a lot of stuff was already packed and away at that point. So probably the last time I used my toaster would have been maybe the beginning of April, end of March to 2019. Yeah, somewhere around there. Maybe the last time I used a toaster, because I didn't put one in the RV because it was a single-use appliance. And in the RV, I had the Instapot because it could do several things. I had the George Foreman grill, which I got later on because I wanted to be able to grill again. So it was a while. I only got that like a couple of years ago, maybe a year ago. And I got my air fryer. Got that a couple of years ago. And that, again, multiple functions. Because when you're living in an RV, if you're going to have stuff in there like appliances for the kitchen, you want them to be able to do multiple things so that you're not having to take multiple appliances. So if you have something like, you got, the Vitamix blends, but it also chops as well. And it has the grain squishy, the grain choppy thing for the dry stuff. It has the dry jug with the dry, we can put the grains and stuff in there and it will blend it down as well. That's about the only thing I had in the RV that was sort of like a single use. I had the Instapot because in that I could do the crock pot. I could cook hard-boiled eggs. I could, there's different things that I could do in the Instapot, and then there's different. And when I bought the air fryer, again, multiple uses. So I was always looking for things that were multiple use, not single use. But I was sort of like, I get to use a toaster today, and I can toast some toast. I can toast some bread, so I can have it with my breakfast with my scrambled eggs. And I got out my pans and got it all heated up and everything, and cooked my eggs this morning. And so I had something to say, but today I had scrambled eggs on toast. It's the little things. And people are going, scrambled eggs on toast? Yeah, I have that every morning. Yeah, it's the little things. It's things I haven't done for over 4 years since I did these things. Because even though we had the burners in the RV, they were just too hot to use. They really were. They were just way too hot to use at times. And two of the burners, they're either on or they're off. There was no temperature control on the two back burners, and the front burners, the only one that had the temperature control on it. And I could never figure out how to light my oven, so it never got used. But here I've got a full gas oven, stovetop, and I was cooking me some scrambled eggs this morning. I know some people probably think, yeah, okay, whatever. But then also I'm like, oh, I can do some baking as well because I got the oven, and I'm like, yeah, but I need to get all my baking supplies. So I've slowly been ordering baking supplies over the last few days. And because of the type of baking supplies I need, I can't go to a store and get them. So I've had to go on Amazon because all the stuff that I'm getting, a lot of it comes from South America, like my cacao nibs, which are like parts of the cacao beans. And you can use them as chocolate chips and chocolate chip cookies. Cassava flour that's arriving on Friday. And that's a substitute for using normal regular wheat flour. What else did I get? I got to figure out the baking powder thing. Cacao butter. Yes, that's good because not only is it good for in foods and stuff, it's also good for the skin. So it's good moisturizing for the skin as well. And I can melt it down and add in some of my essential oils, and then form them into, like, I don't know, moisture sticks or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'll go to YouTube and figure it out. But yes, I'm looking forward to that. And so I just got to figure out a recipe I want to do and then make sure I got all the ingredients for it, rather than just going and going, what do I need? I don't know. We're gonna get some of this, got some of that. And so it was so it's kind of exciting. It will be, yeah, because I have Networking Riches which reminds me, hang on, I've got to put that up, don't I? That one. Yep, that's the one. So I got Networking Riches on Saturday and Sunday, so I won't be doing any cooking in the morning. I'm maybe doing some in the evening. I don't know. Depends how brain drained I am by the time we finish on our session on Saturday and our session on Sunday. So I may do some baking this weekend. I don't know. I'm trying to figure out what to do for dinner. I've got a broccoli salad to make up with, and I've got some baby carrots and some cucumber and some tomatoes. And what do I have in the fridge? I finished that episode in the fridge and the freezer, meat-wise. Got some frozen pork loin chops and some frozen pork loin, like the big one. I finished off the one that I had slow cooked. That was so good. Oh my gosh, and mashing up the banana and putting it in there. That was really, really good. It just took some of the heat off because the barbecue sauce I use doesn't normally have a kick to it, but this one did. So smashed up some banana and put that in there, and yay, it was done. So so I'm still trying to get the stuff behind me cleared. And I'm going to have to clear that stuff there. Hang on, there. So I can figure out how to flip the table. They did find one of my original floor mat that I had underneath my table back in Solana Beach. So I may lay that next to the floor mat that it's on and flip it onto that and just leave it on that. I don't know. I got to figure it out first to figure out how to flip the thing, because that top, I mean, it's a solid oak table, and that top is really, really heavy. So yeah, I figured I'd put it up on its side and lean over on the legs and then just stand it up. So I need a room to roll it over. But we'll figure it out. Get some good, I don't know, muscle strength going. Yeah. I probably need some help to flip it. We'll see. I'll see how it goes. And Zeffy got to go to the groomers today. Zeffy, you gonna put your head up? Nope, she is not going to put her head up. She's actually on the side of the chair where she knows that her head is not in the photograph. But she's got a cute little summer bandana on. It's light blue with pineapples on it. They said she did great today, and they actually used the dryers on her. And in the past, when they've used the dryers, she has kicked up such a stink. Not just frantic whining and all of that, but also physically trying to get away from them. And I said to the groomer today, I said, how did she do today? She goes, she was great. I said, what happened when it came to drying? She says, she handled those dryers very well. She says she didn't try and get away or anything. She just sat there and she was very, very talkative. I said, so she was having a conversation with you, telling you how much she hated these things. She goes, yeah, probably. But she just stood there and talked while she was getting dried off. And she said she had a lot to say. But overall, she did really, really well. So and her coat is so soft. They use this earth-based shampoo and conditioner on it that's all natural ingredients, no sulfates, no paraffins or whatever. There's a whole bunch of, this has none of the stuff in it type of thing. They just said it's completely natural and great. And I'd looked it up online, but because when I booked her and I got to choose out of these 4 different things which to use, and so this one I went and looked at online because they said, and there was nothing in there that I couldn't pronounce, and yeah, so I just left her with that one, and it's worked out pretty well. It smells good, and she looks good, and her fur is nice and soft, and a lot softer than what it was. But then I changed her diet too, so her coat's been getting softer as well. So she's on a natural diet, which has got meat and fruits and vegetables in her food, and it was air dried, not heat dried, and yeah, they did an air drying thing. So while she's at the groomers, I whipped up and grabbed my mail today because I been notification I had 5 packages. I have them sitting out there. 2 of the 5, I have absolutely no idea what's in them. I got little boxes. I like little boxes. But the other 3, I know 2 of them are my doTERRA orders, and one is an Amazon order that went there. And then I got 2 little boxes. I have no clue what they are. And if wonder why I'm looking over there, because I got them sitting out there by the garage door. Because I opened up the garage door, put them there on the floor, and they haven't been moved since. Because by the time I got home from getting the mail, it was time for me to get online for work. And then they called me probably about 10 minutes after I started working to say Zeffie was ready. So once the boss got back, I said to her, I got to go pick up the dog. And she's like, oh, off you go now. She said, I'll cover for you. And I'm like, thank you. So ran out, got the dog, came back. It was only gone like 25 to 30 minutes, I think it was. Because the nearest PetSmart to us is just like 7 minutes down the road. The traffic was a little heavier because it was lunchtime. So I didn't allow for that. But, today's been a good day. It's been a winning day. I am currently really exhausted right now. But I wanted to get that table up. So now I've got to go clear this lot of boxes here that go from here back to the other wall. So I've got room to flip this thing over. And I'm planning on pulling it up so that's actually sitting on its rim, and then tipping it so it rests on the leg, then get the other side with the legs and pull it onto its feet. And then I'll figure out the rug situation after that. But once it's up and in place, I can use the table for sorting stuff out, which is going to be better than bending over all the time to get stuff out of boxes. It'll give me a nice level working space to work on. So yeah, but tonight I've got to go clear off my island counter because some of the stuff that I had to move out of the way for the table is sitting on the island counter because it was small stuff and I didn't want to get lost. So I've got to go clear that off now. And that's basically it from us for today. The only other things I've got to say is we've got Networking Riches coming up on Saturday and Sunday. If you'd like to go as my guest, please go to the register at haftanetwork.com. It's coming across the screen right here. Keeping it in time. And if you want to go on our pirate cruise with us, our Caribbean pirate cruise in December of 2024. Yes, I know it is a long way out, but these cruises sell fast. Like I said, we try to get in March and they're basically sold out. No space for groups. So figured December would be a good time. And since it leaves a couple of days before my birthday, I figured, why not do a birthday cruise? And I'm trying to figure out I'm going to do a live from the top of the crow's nest. I just hope they have internet connection that reaches up there. Hi, sweetie girl. They can't see you because you're not on screen. And she doesn't look concerned at all. I'm going to show everybody how beautiful you look with your bandana on. No, she's just like laying there. She looks more exhausted than I feel. Yeah, usually after she's had a stressful situation like being to the groomers, she'll basically sleep for the rest of the day. And we've got to go for a walk soon, don't we? That didn't even open the eyes. Can you go for a walk? Oh, the ears twitched. So anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic sparkling evening. Let us know in the comments below what you did for winning, what your wins are for this week, because I love having wins. Do I have No, I don't. So I'm going to have to get a banner ready to do that one for the pirates. But right now we're promoting Networking Riches. only because it's coming up on Saturday and Sunday, and it is going to be awesome. If you haven't been to the new if you've been to Networking Riches before and you haven't been to the last two, then you need to come. It's a completely different format than what you've seen before, and it is actually really. I actually like the new version. I really do like the new version. But I'll be there, so I hope to see you all there. So come to havetonetwork.com and you can register for free as my guest. And then come and join us on Saturday, Sunday for some really cool fun. And Saturday it goes from 8 a.m. to either 2 or 3 p.m. Pacific time. And Sunday we start at 8 a.m. Pacific time and go till, we should go to like about 1. We finish early on Sundays. Yeah, earlier than we did on the Saturday. So, but of course we'll have the breakthrough zone then. Wonder who will get in the breakthrough zone chair. Wonder what interesting challenges they're going to bring to the breakthrough zone that we get to learn. We get to see light bulbs go on. Anyway, I'm out of here. Go have a super fantastic, sparkling rest of your evening, and we'll catch you guys back here at 6. Oh no, actually won't be at 6 p.m. tomorrow because I have my mastermind group on tomorrow night. So I'll probably do it like around 5, I think. No, that's when that starts. I may do it between 4 and 5 tomorrow, or I may do it after the call finishes, the mastermind call finishes, and I've walked to Zevi, which could put us around 7:30, 8 o'clock tomorrow. So it'll be sometime between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. tomorrow night. I'm sorry I can't give you a more definite time. It just depends on how I feel and what's going on with the mastermind as to what time I can get on. But there definitely will be a call tomorrow between 4 p.m. and 8 p.m. And I won't know until I go live what time it's going to be. So everybody have a super fantastic, sparkling evening, and we'll catch you guys back here tomorrow evening. Hei konera.